Right, all the preparation is done. These are all firmly down. You don't want any gaps where spray paint can go underneath, produce little streaks on the kind of window parts. Just notice there's a little bit of stuff there which you can clean off. Yeah, all prepared. Now this is doesn't get any easier from here on. I'm going to need some moral fortitude. So they have their own instructions for spraying semi-gloss, silver anodised aluminium or bright silver, and then smoke colour in the windows. Now I'm going to do my own thing for this. This is part of the whole body shell process. You can do it as simple or as complicated as you like, and obviously some people are capable of producing pretty fancy graphic designs with masking or whatever. One technique I picked up that I quite like is doing a colour fade from a different colour at the front to a different colour at the back. Here's an example on my Charisma GT24 TR 4-wheel drive brushless truggy. This is the one that I got up to 31 miles an hour, which is pretty neat. And I've just gone for a kind of copper on the front, fading to a dark gunmetal on the back. I really like that look, and I think it gives it a sense of kind of a dynamism, particularly when you've got like a brighter colour on the front, a darker colour on the back, and it focuses attention on the fact it was kind of a sort of stylistic movement. So I'm going to try and do the same thing on this. I've got a selection of colours here. So I'm going to go from silver on the front through to sky blue, dark blue, gunmetal at the back, and try and get a decent colour fade. This can work okay, can be tricky. There are particular pitfalls with this in particular. If you have any kind of larger specks of spray that come out, can kind of spoil the effect a bit. Spray painting, I have found there are a few key aspects to it. Firstly, whatever coat you put on first will be the coat that's most visible, so that's the one that needs a lot of attention. Further coats will just be building up the colours. So if you mess up the first one and go like too far in one direction, one of the sprays, you won't be able to retrieve that later. That'll be the thing that's on the outermost view on the body shell. So take extra care with the first coat. Shape your paints well, test your paints in advance. I'll be showing myself doing this. Spray multiple thin coats and allow each one to dry. If you spray one thick coat on this, it'll go all gloopy. I've had that experience in the past. It can kind of puddle and kind of produce a patchy effect. So at least half a dozen thin coats build up the colour. And the other thing that I've learnt the hard way, let each coat dry fairly thoroughly, 15-20 minutes before a respray. Before doing any physical work on the body shell, let the kind of final coat dry really thoroughly. However long you think it needs to dry, triple that. So if you think it needs an hour to dry, let it dry for 3 hours, because the paints in the end are pretty tough, but when they're doing the final drying process, they can be damaged very easily. So you can be peeling off the outside here and you'll catch it, or you can be peeling off one of these stickers and you'll accidentally peel away some of the semi-dry paint. So be careful with that. Right, I'll move on to hopefully demonstrating this. Okay, I'm ready to start spraying. Quick quiz, pause the video and answer these. What things am I doing wrong here? Firstly, spraying inside. Don't spray inside, spray outside. Obviously if it's raining, already windy, already humid, you might struggle, so you have to wait for the right conditions. But we don't recommend spraying inside. Secondly, I haven't got anything on my hands really. You should have rubber gloves for holding this and making sure you don't get covered in paint. Well, I have sort of got a proper mask. Not very proper mask, but all good. Okay. I have all my paints ready to go here, and the idea is spray one colour, and while that's still damp, spray the other colour fading into it. See if I can get this as a clear demonstration. So I need to spray at the right angle, so I'm trying to get into all the corners and creases. I also don't want to spray too far. I also need to test this first, so I'll just do this. Okay, that's going on nicely. Test this one. That's nice. That's nice. That's quite a thick, rich colour, so I'll have to be careful with that one. Okay, none of these are spotting too badly, so that's good. Sometimes if they've not been shaken or what have you, they can produce flecks. Let's get started. Trying to keep it even on both sides. Trying to go back slightly more on the sides. So, the darker brown and the gentle with, as it is quite a rich colour. Okay, so I got some spots there, that's not so good enough. Okay, that's spotted and speckled. Unfortunately, I'll just have to live with that. Okay, so that is getting an effect already. The dark blue did create some flecks. Hopefully it maybe won't be so bad when I do more of it. There's a little bit more on. Oops. Rich in the colour on that side. Okay. Not really sure how to do this one. I think maybe I'll just go for a little hint of colour on the edges and do mostly gunmetal. Okay, so the specs, not so good, not happy with those, but this is just part of the difficulties that you face. So as I build up more colours, those will probably be less noticeable, and from a distance the overall effect could still be pretty good. So I'm going to let this dry and then do another coat. Okay, this coat should be dry for another coat now. Trying to think what I can do about these down speckles. What I'm going to try and do, just to see where the blue should go. Still speckly. I guess that is that. I have to put up with it. Just changing the angles that I do this at to try and get the best coverage. And I should keep this out of the way for now. Slowly building it up. This one is a bit tricky because it's trying to get the spray in there without it clogging up on the more prominent edges is challenging. I'll do the best I can. I managed to get some all the way in that sort of trench, as it were. Got a little spot there, not sure how that appears. Hopefully it will get covered up. Okay, and leave that one to dry. Okay, back for possibly the final spray on this. The colour fade is there. The finish is not so good, kind of patchy there. There will be some stickers to cover this up. Hopefully from a distance it should be okay. This is just one of the kind of pitfalls of spraying and trying this method, mixing different paints. Sometimes it's worked really well, sometimes it's been a bit patchy. So I'm just going to do probably just one or two more coats, then I'll leave it to dry thoroughly before the next stage, just to get some more colour depth, do the final bit. The position of these coats now doesn't matter so much, it's just providing more of an opaque background for the previous coats. You see I've just sprayed that all the way down there, but what's noticeable is the sky blue from previous coats. I'm also out of sky blue, so I'm just using this as a backdrop. Okay, I've let the body shell dry thoroughly. Seems okay, not going to test it too much. Certainly dry enough to take the stickers off, or the masking stickers off. Already done a couple of those. They came off pretty well. One thing I do is I don't try and pull them from around the edge. I actually use the flexibility of the sticker, hopefully this will be visible, and just tease it back a bit from within the sticker, so it just pulls it back. And that way you don't scrape off any paint near the edges of these kind of windows. Again, this one here, just get near the edge, tease it back. Now, because I let it dry thoroughly, these have come off nicely, they haven't pulled any paint away here, all looking good to go. Now, I recommended to use Tamiya smoke for the windows. Get any smoke, but I did get some black, which I think will be a useful colour to have anyway. So hopefully I'll have done enough coats on here so that the black won't show through, but it will tint the window, so give it a go with that. As before, gentle coats to build it up. Just going to see how that looks from the other side. Okay, that is looking pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Doesn't look as good as a proper window, but it'll certainly look a good enough contrast. Okay, so that's how the windows are looking so far. Need another couple of coats on there. Should be good. So move that out of the way, let it dry. Ta-da! Under here you've got stickers. You've got to have the stickers. All the cars have got to have the stickers. They give you a wide variety on here. Some seem to be more important than others. They do say apply all of these in the right order and then apply whatever other extra ones you need. I tend to apply a minimum of stickers. So first thing to do, demonstrate on here, is, this works, a bit hard to get into, peel off the protective coating that was on the outside. This is why it is important to have the paint thoroughly dried before you start manipulating it, because that sort of process of peeling things off can very easily lead to damaging the paint underneath. There's a few little rough bits here and there. The effect is a bit patchy, a bit speckly, but I think from a distance it will be okay. So I've got these stickers to go on the side here, like so. You have to cut them out yourself. They say cut them out to leave the minimum of space around the actual logo. That seemed to work fine. So just get my t-shirt, just make sure that's dust free on there. Stickers can be a bit fiddly, like anything with this stage. It's easy to kind of mess them up. So they say pull back a little bit and then apply. I'm going to pull back the whole lot, and that way I'll be able to get a better idea where the whole logo is going. So I can sort of use judgment to line it up. One thing you do is you do try and apply it from one end, push it back, make sure there aren't any air bubbles trapped underneath. Okay, smooth that down. That's worked pretty okay. And that is just the process you do. Okay, so I'll do the next one, I'll do the ones on the model, and when I've finished doing the spraying on that, and that should be it for the body.